Hello, Melissa. Hello, Michael.
Hey, George.
How are y'all?
Very good, George. How you doing?
Better than you.
Yes, you are.
But glad to see you're with us for sure.
Yes.
Good afternoon, everybody. This is Jim. Melissa, are we going to wait for some other folks to join us?
Yeah, if you want to give it a minute or two and then we can start.
Okay.
Yeah.
That'd be fine. Thank you.
All right,
I
Jim.
guess we may as well go ahead and start.
Yep,
Looks like
sounds
most
good.
everyone is here. Well, welcome to the West Central CTST meeting, March the 8th, 2023. Virtual meeting, and we'd like to have welcome and introductions. I'm Jim McLean, citizen Citrus County. David?
Dave Carr, East Hernando County, Ridge Manor area.
All right. Melissa, you want to call them off, or do you want to just let everybody introduce themselves?
No, I can call them off. So, hey,
Okay.
everybody, I am Melissa Shepard with JMT. Let's see, we'll start with Bev Howard.
Hello, I'm Beth Howard, citizen Citrus County.
Thank you. Don Skelton.
Hey, I'm Don Skelton with Way Engineering.
Thank you. And Mr. Rand. All right, well, Emmett is on the line. George Edmondson.
Hey, good afternoon, George Edmiston. I'm with Benish, safety consultant for District 7.
Thank you. Julie Bond.
Julie Bond with Center for Urban Transportation Research.
Thank you. And we have Laura Anstead.
Good afternoon, Laura Anstead, Sergeant with the Citrus County Sheriff's Office Traffic Unit.
Thank you. Janice.
Hi, everyone. Janice Martinez, Law Enforcement Liaison for DOT in District 7.
Thank you. Lori.
Lori Paleo, JMT.
Thank you. Mike Zinn.
Mike Zinn, Florida Department of Transportation, your CTST Program Manager.
Thank you. And Emmett, are you on? I saw your mute come unmuted.
Yes, sorry, I
Hi.
had trouble unmuting myself. This is Emmett Duran, FDOT District 7 Safety Office, District Safety Engineer.
Thank you. All right, Jim. I believe that's it. Unless anybody called in who I did not call your name, if you would like to announce yourself. No, I think that's it, Jim. Thank you.
Okay. Good, thank you. Next on the line is review and approval of February 2023 minutes. Everyone's had an opportunity to look at those. I have approved those. Do we have a second? Do we have a motion to approve and second the minutes from February's meeting?
I will second for you.
All right, thank you, Laura. All right, so let's go to the old business. Review of problem location spreadsheet. That's the US 41 and County Road 49. Has there been any updates on that, Mike?
Actually, Jim, this item says that it's going to be removed at
That was
this meeting. So
Okay.
we can go ahead and get any updates that Mike might have, but it will be taken off.
No,
Thank
you're correct. Yeah, there's no other updates at this, on this one.
Okay.
All right, good. Next item is the corridor wide Good Neighbor Trail. I think we were going to, we need to get Ernie to give us an update on that, but I don't know that he's here. So there's no update on that one either. Does anybody from Hernando County know anything about that?
No, I sent an email to Ernie and I didn't get a response, so I don't know.
All right. Okay, we'll just move on to the next one then. We'll see if we can't find something out about that one for next meeting. Next one is Mariner Boulevard in North Cliff. I think that's Hernando County, and David had some comments about that. Have you had anything updated, David?
The last time I was through the intersection, there has still been no action taken.
No action taken. All right. Wonder what's going to get to do that. The county's got to do that, or is that a DOT project?
That would be Hernando County.
Hernando
Yes,
County. All right.
correct.
All right. Is there anything we can do about that, Mike, to move that along?
All I'll do is I'll try bumping into Ernie a little more and see if I can get him to respond.
right.
At this time, that's the best I can give you on that one.
All right, thank you, Mike.
That's why we have these problem locations, so these don't get away from us. If they stay here for 6 months to a year, Melissa will tell you, some of them been here that long, so.
Yeah. Yeah, I know.
But we do our best to get them taken care of sooner or later.
All right. All right, thank you so much. Miss Maggie Drive speeding. Sergeant Anstead may have an update on that. Did anything get done, Laura, that you know of? Oh, Laura's still there?
Yeah, her mic is unmuted. I don't know if she's having difficulties chatting or not.
I haven't heard anything. I haven't talked to Walt about that one either. So I'm not sure, Mike, have you heard anything more?
No, and I keep seeing Laura trying to unmute, but she's not coming through.
Oh, okay.
But Laura, you know, at the last meeting, it was stated that Citrus County Sheriff's Department needs to request a speed update so that the county
Right.
can have an official record on it.
All right. Maybe we can entertain that if Laura's able to get her microphone going. All right.
Hello.
There she is.
Ah, yay. Okay, I was sitting here talking and I had no idea you couldn't hear me. So,
Yeah,
we haven't.
Yeah, I was
Go
gonna say, don't lose it because the next one's yours too.
Okay. Yeah, so we've just been keeping up with enforcement down there. I've been deploying my signs. I think the last place we stopped was the speed study. I mean, other than getting a speed study, we have really exhausted everything that we could do down there.
Okay. Were you going to send a letter or to Walt for information about that? I can't read the bottom line there, Melissa. On that.
Yeah, Laura, what Walter mentioned to me when I had a phone conversation with him, that he needs a letter from the Sheriff's Department requesting the speed study update.
Okay.
So that they have an official record. They just can't go willy-nilly and do it.
What?
I'm just telling you
Just
what,
like willy-nilly it?
just telling you what they said.
You got it. I will get the LT is away at a supervisor school in Polk County. So he's gonna be back, I think, either next week or the week after. We'll get a letter drafted and get it up my admin and get it over. Does it need to go to Walt?
Yeah, Walt would be good. You know, Walt can make sure it gets to the right channels.
Got it. We'll get to work on it.
All right, great. Good job. Thank you, Laura. Next one's yours as well. Yeah, the jail at 491, lack of sign down there to direct people from southbound into the jail complex there on that road. Can't recall the name of that road there. Walt said he's going to request the Sheriff's Department send a letter requesting those signs. So we don't know if that's been done or not. So another letter needs to be requesting.
I didn't realize that it needed to be a letter sent. I'll get that done. I know northbound still doesn't have them either, so I'll do that right now.
Okay, very good. Thank you.
Yeah, we can probably take that off the list for next week. I mean, as far as I know, it's not really causing traffic backups or crash related issues or roadway related issues. So we can now that we know we got to send the letter, we can go ahead and remove that if you guys are good with it.
Okay. The group okay with that? Is the group okay with that? Yes?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm good
very
with that.
Good. Thank you. All right. Next item, please. That's the Deltona Boulevard in West Citrus Springs. That's another issue up there. I don't know what we're going to do with that one. Stop signs, maybe get those other signs up there or not, or monitor it again for another month and see how it works out. And then we'll go from there. Everything up there looks fine the way it's all signed, marked and everything. So shouldn't be creating too much more of a problem unless we wanted to do
so this is the one that we discussed potentially putting the flashing stop signs at, correct?
That's correct. Mm-hmm.
So is there, I mean, are we moving forward with that? Because I really think that would be no matter what the outcome is, as far as structurally with the road, having the flashing stop sign, I think there would increase safety significantly.
Yes. And I see, I forgot about Anthony's comment about blinking flashing lights maybe at other locations along that corridor out at Dunklin. Where's the other four-way stop out there? Is that the only one? I haven't been up that way lately to look at those up around the loop there, but there's a possibility we may want to put those signs in the other locations as well. I will try to make a point to get out there and look at that this before our next meeting. Would we order, what would we do? Go to Mike, go to Mike and order those signs, or how would we handle that?
We can probably supply the signs, but Walt would have to get somebody to install them and to maintain them. That's the issue.
Okay.
You know, if he gives me, you know, his commitment that he'll install them and maintain them, then we can work on trying to get them to him.
Okay. I will talk to Walt about that. So we
Okay.
can get road maintenance people to do that. Okay. And the next intersection is the skip lines at 41 and 486. That's just a maintenance issue for DOT to put those lines out there. How are we going to get with that, Mike? How would we handle that?
Yeah, I'm trying to remember what I saw on that project. There is a project coming through, but I can't remember how far up it is.
Well,
It's going to go under construction all the way from Arlington to 200. I remember that, but I just don't remember the exact timing on it.
oh, it's out quite a bit. We're working now
I
up
think
to
41 was 2025. They were starting over there on 41.
Yeah, they're
Was the
working
rumor I
up to
heard.
the overpass. Overpass at the Withlacoochee State Trail overpass. They're working on that section. And then the next section will go up to Arlington, and the third section will go to 200.
All right, I'll find out a little more what the asset management contract can do on that one.
Okay. All right, sir. Very good. Thank you. Are there any other comments about that section? Not hearing any, we shall move on to the calendar updates. Wait a minute. Yeah, calendar updates and activity reports. Do we have any calendar updates? Have nothing. Julie, have anything? Janet?
We're still, you know, pretty much working on all of our education and outreach. So nothing too new. It is Florida Bike Month this month. So we are having a few rides in the other areas. And this Friday, there is a bike ride if anyone wants to go down to Oldsmar and join. So it's their Bike Your City, but that's down in Oldsmar.
Mhm. All right. Thank you. Any other activity reports or calendar updates?
That we have St. Patrick's Day coming up. It is a Buzz Driving is Drunk Driving campaign wave. I'm currently waiting to hear back from IACP on what they want to do for data collection on that. They run that in conjunction with the Highway Patrol. So as soon as I get information on that, I'll share it with our law enforcement partners.
All right, very good. Thank you. That was good information that Mike sent out about the March Drunk Driving program for the different counties. Unfortunately, our counties aren't affected that much by it, but compared to some of the other counties. Appreciate you sending that out, Mike.
Yeah, it is. It's an issue all over the whole state. You know, Janice will tell you the whole state has issues, but
yeah, I've talked to a friend of mine over in Volusia County about it, and he said with all the bikers over there this week, he said he's surprised that it's not up on the high list of fatal crashes.
Yeah, yeah, we are in height of bike week for sure.
Yeah, that's for certain. All right. Well, thank you very much. Is there any other activity reports or calendar updates? Hearing none, we'll move to the fatal crash map. And Lori will handle that.
Yeah.
Citrus County.
Yeah, so in Citrus County, do you guys hear me?
Yes.
Okay, so in Citrus County, there was one pedestrian fatal crash. The last CTST, we didn't have any on the map. The fatal crash for Citrus County was at West Grover Cleveland Boulevard on Alabama Avenue. And this occurred at 6:45 p.m., which was dusk lighting. So that's the pedestrian crash we have for Citrus County. And then for Hernando County, there were 7 fatal crashes through February 15, 2023. Last month, we only had 1 recorded on the fatal map. So there were 6 new ones since the last CTST meeting. 3 of them were pedestrian related. 1 was head on, and then there were 2 left turns. For the pedestrian fatal crashes, 1 of them occurred at Cortez Boulevard and at a parking lot on Cortez, and it was in dark, not lighted conditions. And then another pedestrian crash was at Citrus Way and Glory Lane during daylight hours, and then Mariner Boulevard and Marysville Street in dark lighted conditions. And then there was a head-on crash at Spring Hill Drive and Pinehurst Drive during dark lighted conditions. And then there were 2 left turn crashes, one at Mariner Boulevard and Portillo Road during daylight, and Snow Memorial Highway and Snow Hill Road in dark, not lighted conditions. So a lot of nighttime fatal crashes.
Mm-hmm. Very nice. Very good. Thank you. Are there any comments about those fatal crashes or any questions about them? Oh, very good, Lori. Thank you. And all right, we go on to safe routes to schools update. Last month, I had made a comment that they would be starting the Forest Ridge project, but that was not the case. I talked with Walt and he updated me on that. And there are no state safe routes to school projects on the horizon. The funding for the design of that is fiscal year 24, and phase 2 construction is anticipated for 25-26 to finish that sidewalk out through Forest Ridge. That's the latest update on that. Everything else in Citrus County is going to be road resurfacing and widening 491 project. That's the latest on that. Any other safe routes to school projects that anyone knows about Hernando County? No, hearing none. We'll move to the HSIP update. I have no information on that. Mike, do you have anything regarding that?
No, Lori and Melissa are handling that portal. Either one of you got anything on that?
I was just gonna say, I know that Lori has been actively working with FDOT on getting the portal up and running. If anyone does have any applications that they'd like to submit, please forward them to Lori and myself and we'll handle them. Lori, do you want to mention anything else on the portal progress?
Right now it's handed over to the FDOT. We put it on the FDOT platform. We switched it over from JMT to FDOT. So they're just working out the little issues going along with the portal right now with the attachments, but that should be up and running pretty soon.
And we'll definitely, oh, Emmett has his hand up, sorry.
Hey, yeah, good afternoon, everyone. Yeah, I just want to add a little bit more to the portal discussion. So yes, that is correct. The portal has been, we want to host this portal through FDOT sources or websites. And so right now we're working out some kinks with allowing external parties and local agencies to be able to submit the form without having to request access and create a little bit more delay for agencies to be able to submit their applications. So we're working with our OIT group to finish those minor things. But the portal is ready. Is kind of we're kind of testing it internally right now, and we'll be in it. We expect to be opening that up in the next couple of weeks. to, to external agencies so that we can make sure that it's working and if there's anything that we need to resolve on our end. So it's still a work in progress. Hopefully we can get that worked out as soon as possible. So thank you for your patience and stay tuned for more information. Hopefully in the next couple of weeks, we'll have that ready for you.
Very good. Thank you. Melissa, you got that? Okay, good. Thank you.
Oh, yeah.
Lori, yep. I know both of you stay on top of it. New business, submittal of request to review new problem areas. I don't know of anything offhand myself. Is there any other people that know anything going on with new areas, problem areas we need to add to our list? Soon going to run out of things if we don't keep looking. I saw Sherry on here.
Citrus had two locations. Laura, are you good with them?
I am working to get those vetted. I don't necessarily know that it's going to be a roadway issue so much as an enforcement issue. But my traffic unit that was supposed to be in this morning tested positive with COVID. So he wasn't able to get out there and check out those locations. So
yeah, I'm thinking it's going to be more of a timing issue than I don't know that there's anything to enforce because the traffic's just backing up. So I think it's going to be a timing issue.
Right. Other than just getting visibility out there to find out what the problem is. Sherry, if you want to go ahead and give them a breakdown of what's going on in those two locations.
Okay, the two locations that we're talking about are 44 and 581. Going eastbound in the morning times and the evening times, traffic's backing up sometimes almost all the way to Independence, going eastbound. Somebody had stated the issue might be the turn light onto 581 might be running too long. I can't verify that. The other issue is at 41 and 486, 41 southbound. That traffic backs up all the way past the 41 200 light. And people are sitting at that light for 4 light changes because the traffic's not going through 41 and 486, and the light changes and people off 200 turn on, and then they stop in the intersection because they can't go south. So that traffic light's backing up really far in the mornings. I'm not sure about the afternoons, but I know it is in the mornings around 7:30ish.
Gary, you said 44
One
and
of
what
our
was the other? Yeah, what was the crossroad at 44?
581.
581, okay.
Yes.
I thought you said 481. I couldn't remember.
Another issue we're experiencing is just a ridiculously massive amount of traffic in Citrus County. It feels like the vehicular traffic on both 41 and on 44, which is also Main Street, has almost tripled so far this season. So that could be creating a new issue with the timing on these lights that we just haven't experienced before. So I don't necessarily know that the timing has gotten out of whack. It just might need to be readjusted for the amount of traffic that is coming through the county. Because I don't know if everybody just suddenly discovered Citrus County or something, but they're literally, our roads just stay packed all the time.
I totally agree with that.
Yeah, that's for sure. I know some months ago, there was one of our problem locations was at 44 and 581. People were trying to turn left, I believe, off of southbound 581 by Whispering Pines Park. They're going to only get 1 or 2 cars through there. And now maybe we've sequenced that light to where it lets 5 or 6. I was down there one day and like 5 or 6, 7 cars went through that light on a left turn. And maybe we've sequenced that light to the point where it stops the traffic east and westbound longer. Is that possible?
That's very possible. That could definitely be one of the things going on. We're starting to notice as we move through several years of having these grants and conducting all this enforcement on our main roadways, people are taking to the back roads more and using alternate roads such as 581 and 241 North more often to try to avoid A, enforcement, and B, a lot of the construction activity that is going on. So it could be that we've altered the schedule on that light to where it's offset now, and it could also just be the change in the traffic patterns.
That's true. Okay. So who would take care of that then, Mike? We need to send a note to Walt or traffic control operations? Take care, look at that?
Jim, being the state roads, I guess we need to do a signal check on them, a timing check and see it. You know, that's the department that does that.
Okay.
So interesting situation with 581 and 44. That is right where the county meets the city. Like that intersection is where the city takes over. I do believe, Sherry, or is that all the way in the city?
I believe that's all the way in the city, because I think Applebee's
the
and a
city
little
takes over
further.
back at Independence.
Independence, yeah.
Yeah, city goes
you're
out
right.
to Independence, yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
so is that going to create?
I'm not familiar with up there, but that's the intersection. It might be that the county maintains all the signals. I'm not sure.
Okay. Well, if I need to, if you could just let me know if I need to notify the city on the timing on that, if they do happen to have control over that light, because I can notify the city and have them do it if need be.
No, it's a state road. We need to do the check the signal timing on it, and then we'll advise who and what needs to be adjusted.
Sounds beautiful.
All right, very good. Thank you, Mike.
Okay.
Also, another thing on the 41 and 486 area, I don't know if it has anything to do with the signal, but there's actually those traffic study lines that they put across the road. There's actually a set of those, I think, north of the 41-200 light and also on Parsons Point. I don't know if that has anything to do with it or not.
Sherry, I misunderstand what you're
I'm not following you.
She's talking about
You know
the
those-
traffic counters, the tubes
Yes.
that go across the street.
Oh, the tubes?
Mhm.
Yes, there's actually a set of those on Parsons Point, which is there at the 41-486 intersection. That's Parsons Point out there. There's actually a set on there, and there's a set north of the 41-200 light that are brand new.
Yeah.
Or doing a count? It could
I
be,
don't, yeah.
could be the 41 widening project, Mike.
It could be. I don't know who's doing the counts. I don't know.
You're doing counts up there, yeah. Okay, all right. Any other new business problem areas? Sherry, we thank you for bringing those up.
Yeah, Melissa, you want to add those two intersections, 41 and 486 and 44 and 581 for a signal timing check? Thank you.
All right. Are there any others or anything in Hernando County we need to be looking at? Hearing none, let's move on to the open forum and announcements. All right. And anyone have open forum or announcements?
So I will be presenting to the Citrus Hernando MPO board on April the 6th. Just a quick update on what we're doing and where both the counties are sitting on the highway safety matrix and what's been going on with the safety grants. So Laura, I'll get with you. I'll get with Hernando to find out how you spent your money last year versus what you're going to do this year. And it's just going to be a little quick update on what's going on in their backyards.
Okay.
George, I don't know if George is on the line. I think I'd like to even highlight the ELE program that's going on and the participation as well in that.
Absolutely. So we are meeting as soon as we're done here today. We will be rolling out 3 meetings for law enforcement agencies at all the district operations centers. So we'll have one at the District 7 office in Tampa, one at Pinellas operations, and the other one will be at Brooksville operations. It'll be in the next few weeks. We've added some new items. We've listened to the law enforcement agencies who struggled with staffing for some of the last details, so we've restructured that to accommodate them. So I think you'll be happy. We've got some additional funding, some additional new tools, including speed study instruments. So Laura, you can run your own speed studies on Miss Maggie Road and not have to use the county for it anymore if you want to work towards that goal. So certainly looking forward to rolling that out in the next couple of weeks. And Mike and I and Julie will be working on that this afternoon.
Wonderful. Yeah. So when I do the presentation to the board, I just want to make sure that we're highlighting everything that our law enforcement agencies are doing in both Citrus and Hernando County. So George, I'll get with you if you just want to create a couple slides on a PowerPoint, and I'll just incorporate that in there. And you're more than welcome to come. It'll be on April the 6th.
April 6th. Okay. Well, let me see. I've got to
Mhm.
check the calendar, but I should be able to do that.
Okay. That's all I got.
Very good. Thank you, Janice. All right. Do we have anything else?
One more thing, Jim, May 10th.
Right. May 10th. I was going to bring
May
that one
10th.
up.
Okay,
Yep.
go ahead. I'm sure everybody got the flyer on it.
Yeah, and of course, it's on my computer. I didn't print it out, but May 10th, we're going to have our District 7 CTST group meeting, and it's going to be in Tampa. I can't recall the exact location. Some conference center, is it? Mike, you know where that's at, or I know where it's at off of in Tampa,
Yeah,
northeast
it's off
Tampa
of
there.
Fletcher and I think, what is it, 15th or 22nd? I can't remember which street it crosses.
Yeah, it's near the school, the college.
I think
there.
it's off of 22nd. That's what it is.
Okay, right, 22nd. Yeah, I
On the
checked
north,
that out.
basically just on the north side of the University of South Florida.
Right, university. Yep, that's correct. May 10th, we're going to have a whole meeting there, session. It's going to be 9 to 3, I believe. And we'll be discussing how we handle our things up here, problem areas, how we resolve them. If anybody has any ideas, send them to me and or call, and we shall, there we go. There's the flyer right there. News you can use. So we'll do a presentation and discuss how we handle things in our particular district in Hernando, Citrus County.
And just, just so you know, lunch is being provided. Parking's free in this location. And we're going to be covering the 4 E's. So, I mean, you'll have sessions on education, EMS, enforcement, and engineering, as well as, the different team, which each team is doing in the area, in the district.
Right. Yes, very good. All right. I hope everybody can attend that. And we'll look forward to seeing you there. Are there any other announcements coming up?
Just so you know, there'll be another announcement coming up about the mega meeting. It'll basically be an RSVP type thing so that we can get an idea, a head count to make sure that we got everybody covered on it.
Right. Make sure there's enough cookies and lunch there, right?
Correct. Melissa's waiting for them cookies.
It's the
Wait a minute,
important
Cookie,
things, Jim. That's
I know,
that's
we
what
got-
we need
yeah,
a head count on.
We have to
Cookies.
cover those things. Yep. All right, very good. Well, are there any other announcements from any other group members? If not, we can let you know that the next meeting will be April the 12th at 1:30, and it'll be a virtual meeting as well. So,
Very good.
okay, appreciate it.
Thank you very much,
Everybody,
everybody.
You bet.
Good
Thank you so
job.
much.
Hi, everyone. Have a great
And
day.
we adjourn our
Thank
meeting.
you.
All right, thanks a lot.
Thank
Bye-bye now.
you.
Thank
Thank
y'all.
you.